Ooh, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Dan in the building. We back again, man. Talking about those Dallas Cowboys, man. It's a lot that's been happening in the offseason, man, and we're here to talk about it. We have Dak Prescott, man. We got George Pickens in the building. We're here to talk about it all, man. But without further ado, here's my co-host.
Hey, what's going on, fam? This your boy John. Man, you sit back, relax, grab yourself something to drink, let that be known. Support. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much, man. This has been the loudest, quietest off season the Cowboys have had in quite some time. I can't even remember the last time we have had a off season this quiet and yet this loud. There's no drama going on within the organization. All the drama is with the fans and the media now. Normally it's Jerry and Steven Jones and the coach this, the coach that, a player this, a player ain't there. It's normally something going on with the Cowboys organization. But it's quite things are quite different. There's nothing going on in the organization. Everybody wants it to be something though. Some fans are upset that it ain't no drama. Some media are trying to make drama where there's none. Like guys like Acho. Like 1 minute he's pro Cowboys. Next minute the Cowboys are stupid. I don't know what you want from the Cowboys. Shout out to Jerry Wayne Jones. He has been quiet. This is the least amount I've heard from Jerry since the draft. Normally Jerry is stirring up something. He's saying something he don't got no business saying. Especially when you got a guy who's playing on a franchise tag. Normally Jerry goes into an interview and he says something about the guy that ticks the guy off. And now we have a full-fledged on war within the organization. But Jerry and them handled this like we all have been longing for, with professionalism and with care. If it's a guy that you want, be professional about it and handle the situation with care. And that's what they did. Steven Jones came out, stopped all the speculation, saying, "Hey, we're not going to sign Pickens this year. He's going to play on." That put a stop to the whole, man, are they gonna sign Pickens, or man, I wonder when they're gonna sign Pickens, or this and that. It put a whole stop to that. And shout out to Shotty. If there's a difference in the culture of the Cowboys, this offseason proved it. There's a major difference. There's a major difference in the culture of the Cowboys. This offseason proved it, because so many people were basically yelling that George Pickens wasn't going to be in mandatory minicamp, or he was going to hold out in training camp. Folks, we got George Pickens in the building. I don't care what the media say. George Pickens in the building. Shotty said he was coming. Shotty said he called him. He said he was coming. He asked him need a ride. He said he need a ride. Pickens showed up. Pickens showed up to the start. Oh man, we got Dak talking about it. But John, what's your take on this, man? So far, this whole offseason drama they trying to create, the whole Pickens thing. What's your take on that?
Well, it's definitely different than years past. When you're used to things going one way for 30 years, 30 plus years, you kind of set your expectations on this is what's going to happen around this time, meaning Jerry's going to say something out of pocket,
For sure.
something to piss somebody off, give up our schemes, something. And this is the first time in 30 plus years where Jerry has been laid back. He's acting like a true GM should. Outside of the draft and outside of CP's introductory press conference, you have not heard from Jerry in that way.
He's been quiet.
He's been quiet. And we have to remember for 30 years, this has not been the case. So we're all kind of like, okay, when is the other shoe going to drop? So we just completed minicamp and it's still no issue. So we got another 2 months before, training camp. So hopefully it stays this way. But I do think that Jerry is kind of turned the corner just a little bit, realizing that the way he was going about things it's not helping your football team.
Well, I think Jerry has turned the corner by giving up the culture of the Cowboys into Shotty's hands.
That's true.
Because this the way things are going, this ain't Jerry's DNA. This is somebody else's DNA.
At all. This is more Robert Kraft DNA. I'm gonna let y'all. I'm actually let my coaches do their job. They're gonna set the culture. They're gonna set the structure. I'm gonna let them bring in the players that they want to bring in, and let them coach them the way that they want to coach them. Because we know in years past, with players, some certain players, if they didn't like somebody coach, they will bypass the head coach and go straight to Jerry.
Or not even having a bypass. Jerry was so involved that Jerry was basically shoulder to shoulder with the players. He was on the sidelines. He's in the locker room. So your access to the owner is instant. Like you got a problem with the coach, you can talk to the owner right there. He was just so he has made himself so available to players to the point to where the coach was overpowered or overlooked. And also it ain't just that. Also, when you have passive coaches, right? They don't set no type of standard. And for a while, we've been having head coaches like that to where, yeah, they're coaching, but they don't hold the players to no standard. Like we had Shotty. Shotty was sending players home. Like, hey, cuz if you can't abide by the team guidelines, you got to go.
Fact. And then I also,
go ahead.
And also got a shout out to Jerry, man. He didn't string it out. He let George Pickens know where they stand.
And that's what I'm saying, professional.
He took the gray area out of it. It wasn't a string along like, well, we're gonna get it done. And like, look, yeah, we want you, but right now, we're gonna have to put you on this franchise tag. And then next year we can revisit this and go from there. But right now, this is what it is. It's much more money than you have made in your career. We want you here, but at the same time, this is what it is. We got too many holes on defense that we got to address.
And shout out to George, man. He has got a bad rap, man, for so many years of being not a level-headed guy, of being a guy that lacks understanding, of being a guy who's always controlled by his emotions. He has handled this situation very maturely. Like, in his mind, and I kept telling people all season, like, just logically thinking, it doesn't make sense for him to hold out. He loses all the way around. He loses because you're going to get fined every day that you don't show up, every practice, everything. You're going to get every team meeting. You're going to get fined for that. 2, you are not everybody's favorite in NFL, which meaning teams ain't rushing to give you a contract. If that's the case, teams would have been trying to trade for you. So understand, like I understand I am super talented, but right now my worth isn't where I want it to be. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna play on this franchise tag, I'm gonna ball out again. I'm gonna prove that I am well, the talent has never been in question, but I'm gonna prove that I am a team guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a guy that's worth, being on your team. I'm a quality locker room guy. And so shout out to George Pickens, man, for um being, this is leadership kind of stuff. That's being a leader because he's not gonna get a contract, so he would just be sitting out just for the sake of sitting out.
Mm-hmm.
It will be nothing gained from it. Like they're not gonna have contract negotiation with you. So for Pickens just to be sitting out, he would just be sitting and losing money.
And then also, just to interject really quickly, with the new CBA, back in years past, if you hold out and then to get a deal done, you come back, they used to can waive the fines. Now
Yeah.
you can't waive the
You
fines.
can't wait them fine. You getting all that.
So you getting hit with all of that. So, but yeah, my bad.
I mean, because just think about it. Trayvon Diggs, he missed almost all the offseason last year up into training camp, and his fines was almost $1 million.
Yeah.
And he wanted Jerry Jones them to kind of do away with the fines. They were like, nah.
Can't do nothing about that, boss.
And so, but shout out to the Cowboys organization for handling that properly. Shout out to George Pickens, man, for showing people who he really is, the
Mhm.
kind of guy he really is. And shout out to both of them, man. But we had Dak Prescott who talked about it a bit. He talked about the George Pickens situation. He talked about what's been going on in minicamp, what's been going on this offseason, and things of that nature. So we got a video we want to get into right there. And shout out to all everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody.
Dak, first and foremost, just talk about how good it feels to see George back on the field, and just talk about the energy that he has to the locker room and the team.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. As you just said, George being here, you feel his energy, you feel his presence. It's in the locker room. Obviously, it's out there on the football field, and just to get back in sync, throwing. Yeah, everything felt good. He looks great. I know he's going to be ready for camp, and the excitement is you can feel it.
Why did y'all cancel the last day of practice?
Say again?
Why did you cancel the last day of practice?
Didn't realize. I don't know.
You didn't realize it was canceled practice this morning.
I mean, it was. We were pretty much like mock walkthrough, anyways, today. So.
How many
yeah.
helps guys get out of here faster? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a testament to the offseason, how great of an offseason we've had, everybody being connected. We had one of our NFL meetings, and if the guy made the free throw, we didn't have the walkthroughs, and he nailed the free throw for the team. It was great excitement there, and so, yeah, I think it's more of just, Shotty throwing a ball, and I'm sure you've seen out there other teams, right, canceled the whole thing or just this or that, and I think in all my time, I don't know if we've ever actually practiced on the third day, so that's, why I wasn't, wouldn't call it a cancel.
who made the free throw?
The NFL security. The NFL security. Yeah, Rick Burkhead. Yeah, Burkhead.
That's okay.
Yeah. I almost called him Rex, but that's his son. Rick Burkhead.
11th year, a lot of people would ask, like, how do you improve? Because at this point, you should, for the most part, have the fundamentals down. We talked about your footwork over the years. Someone told me you've gotten really good at playing under center. And when I went and looked at your numbers, you had 10 touchdowns from under center. Is that an aspect of your game that you've tried to improve, or is that something the team has wanted you to improve?
A little bit of both. Just Shoddy, kind of what he wants to do with the offense. I mean, when you're under center and you can throw the ball from under center, obviously the threat of the run is heavy there. And just you look across the league in the NFL, a lot of times guys are under center, they're running the ball. They're in the gun, it's more heavy pass. And so just be able to run the full offense from under center helps, complements everything. Because of the offense, we want to do that. Yeah, I've taken pride in my footwork and just trying to nail that down. And so, I mean, that's just another place that I can get better. I mean, if you're not trying to get better at this game, then you probably should look for the door to get out. And so every year I'm going to try to push the envelope and get better in every aspect. Just seeing the field and playing ahead of the game, the experience helps. So even that.
I have a dumb question. What are the nuances between shotgun and under center?
Getting away from center, and then just making sure at the top of the drop you're balanced. So just kind of that combination of getting away to create space, but yet having your feet under you and being ready to throw and make any throw at the top of the drop.
Yeah, assuming you guys are doing your trip again that you normally do with us, does that take on any more importance this year because you've not had as much time on task with George at all?
There you go, right there. Speaking of him, that guy makes it easy. You see us just in the routes on air out there, but you just go turn on the tape. That guy's going to get separation. He's just different. He understands his leverage. He understands his route. He understands where I'm looking for him at the catch point, the depth. So yeah, that's going to be a beneficial time. It's going to be great, but we can go throw a lot of touchdowns right now. That guy's ready.
He says holding out is hard because of you.
Yeah, James.
You say, go ahead.
I had the first couple words there.
Go ahead.
Yesterday, George Pickens said that it's hard to hold out when you've been in your house, CeeDee Lamb, and hanging out with you guys as teammates. What did some of those conversations? He said you guys didn't talk about the contract necessarily or the benefits of holding out, holding in, but where do you think your influence led him to come back?
I mean, the guy loves the game. I don't necessarily know if I think maybe him just saying that, he's just saying like how much he loves the game, how much he loves the brothers, how much he loves being in the huddle, just, being on the field with me, CD, Javonte, whoever it may be, Ferg. I mean, just to hear their banter back and forth, like this game is fun. And that's a guy that's always looking to have fun and get better at this game. And so him being away from the game, I'm sure was hard. Obviously being somewhat in that position years ago, you want to be with your brothers. You want to be with the people that you've committed the time to. You're making the sacrifices. And so guys getting still a nice check. I mean, I think I said this right a while back. I mean, knowing that was an potential that he was going to go on the tag, there was no doubt in my mind that the guy wouldn't be ready, that he wouldn't show up, that he wouldn't do everything that we've asked him to, and he's going to do that.
Piggybacking off James' question.
What's up, Brazil?
Say hello to Brazil,
Yeah.
to Brazilian fans.
What's up, Brazil? Hola.
Hola, we are here for the World Cup. What's your expectations to play in Rio de Janeiro?
Yeah, super excited. Obviously, first time playing an international game. Other than the travel, that flight out there, expect it to be a great experience. Ready to see the fans. I know how passionate they are about soccer or football. So just to experience that in our game will be fun.
Can you call our sport as football too?
Football.
Yeah, football.
Football.
Both,
We're
both,
football.
football.
Y'all football.
Football.
Football,
And your
football.
My football. It's okay?
Sure.
Can we trash the soccer and football for us too?
No. Us Americans got to be able to, separate,
Oh my God.
soccer and
Can you
football.
not have a deal with that?
No deal. No deal.
I try it.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Calvin, sir?
Piggybacking off James' question.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Can you ask a question, Mr. Hill?
No.
Tad, we about to start pointing them out again. You want me to point them out? wait
Come on,
wait
Calvin,
to be
jump.
called on.
Say it with the chest.
Don't get me started right now. Piggybacking off James' question, last couple of years you've had some contractual issues with players. Is it good not to have that cloud over the season, and especially going into camp?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Obviously, we're used to it, so it wouldn't be absurd to have it. But it is good that, we won't have that this year. Right, George is going to be there.
Hey, John, stop it.
Wish he would get the long-term contract, but I'm sure that.
Now this is what we talking about. Dak just said it, man. We used to the drama. We used to going into training camp with some BS hanging over our head. Whether it's somebody who gonna get signed, who ain't signed, who on the franchise tag, who gonna make the team, who hurt, who ain't hurt. This doggone Clarence, they need to put him at the back of the media.
He said, "Dang, Clarence."
I mean, Clarence, he starts off the media and he's going to let two people go and he going to get back in there. I don't know what Clarence be thinking. And then the questions he asks just don't be having nothing to do with what we need to think about going into training camp. He asking Dak all kind of stuff. So what you think about the mess we got going on here, Dak? Dak like, man, I'm happy we ain't got no mess. You know, we going into this, but you know, we had mess before. Like, yeah, Clarence, I know we had some mess and drama here. Clarence is that type of Cowboy fan
He's messy.
where he's messy, where he has more fun when the Cowboys got mess and when we're not doing well. Clarence, he loves to talk negative about the Cowboys, but he's a Cowboy fan. It's a weird dichotomy to hear Clarence talk. He like, yeah, you know, and they like, you know, man, Clarence, the defense is gonna be better this year. Clarence like, well, man, we got a new defensive coordinator, so I don't know if what we gonna do anything. And like, Clarence, we were dead last year, Clarence.
We can't help.
We're gonna get better, Clarence. We was 32nd. If we 30, Clarence, we're better.
So we were the 43rd best defense in the NFL.
Like, Clarence, to say that we're gonna be better is not a long shot statement to say. It's like, and but that's Clarence, man. He just,
yeah,
that's him, man.
That's messy Clarence, man. He's always that's his thing. What Shaq say? You're supposed to go 1, 2, 3, not 1, 2, and back to 1.
That's Clarence.
That's Clarence.
He cut the woman off first. Then gonna tell him. She's talking, I already got the words out. Man, go ahead, man. He mad.
Like she was in the wrong.
Yeah, he mad because he cut her off. And he mad that she's like, hey, man, I already got the words out of my mouth. And he cut off mid-sentence. She like, hey, Dak, so you think about this? And Dak, man, I'm going to tell you about this going on. God, dog. And Dak had to finally address him like, come on, Clarence, man.
Come on, man.
Like,
we're going to start calling you out again, bro.
He's like, I'm going to have to start pointing people out in the media like, okay, it's your turn. I don't want to have to do that. But you ain't leaving me no choice, man.
Oh, man. That's Clarence, man. Let's get back into this.
It's all being talked about and discussed in closed doors, and it's not necessarily has to happen immediately. So, yeah, hopefully these are the last of those questions, and we can, get them on some long term whenever that's right.
Piggybacking off Calvin's question. Has this been a quiet off season because of that? You feel like things are quieter around here than they have been in past years?
Yeah.
He always sound like he just woke up too.
Like from you, no, it's never quiet. And I mean, you saying from like you guys or the locker room or
yes,
what?
Everything. It just seems like there's not as much ancillary stuff. Maybe
I just think that the focus is in the right place.
And the real
it's the Cowboys, right? Quiet. I don't know if that's ever the right word.
Yeah,
but
for
the focus is in the right place. I think everybody's channeled for the same goal, to get better 1% each and every day. And I think, from the free agent signings, the guys that we've brought in, the vets, George obviously showing up, excited to play on the tag. We can all focus on winning and what we need to be focused on.
Is this the first time y'all are going to have one in recent years? Because it's Zach Martin had a holdout, CeeDee Lamb had a holdout, we had Micah hold in.
that's what makes it quieter.
Yeah, I mean that's just you guys.
We're not holding out.
But just getting into camp and not having to be asked about it incessantly and being able to have the whole team together and relatively healthy at this point to really get the install going and be ready to go for the season.
I'm still answering questions about it and nobody's holding out. So.
Well, we won't ask any more if you answer this one.
Yeah, I've tried to. It's been quiet. Guys are focused on the right thing. We're focused on winning.
What do you think about this left tackle battle?
There you go.
No, I'm serious. I'm 100% serious.
That's a battle.
Yeah, Nate Thomas, Tyler Guyton. What have you seen from those two, and how important is it to get that right?
Yeah, I mean, those are two guys that both can play, and both are huge to this team. I mean, whether it's they're battling out now to be the starter or not, there's both guys that we're going to need. Both guys are going to have to play at some point or another. And so, I mean, they're pushing, they're doing a hell of a job. I mean, I love both of those guys, the way that they approach the game. Just watching Tyler get better, watching Nate get better, they're going to push each other.
And
That
as-
you won't get a full dose of Christian Parker's defense until training camp when you guys get the pads on and start popping. But from your POV, what have you already seen from his defense, how it's coming together, and new guys like Caleb Downs as they try to become leaders?
Yeah, they're just playing. They're playing with a lot of confidence. You can just tell by the way they're communicating. Whether it's walkthroughs, whether it's out there at practice 7-on-7. Yeah, guys are taking ownership in what they're being asked. We've got great energy from not only CP but the rest of the coaches. So it'll be a battle. They've already gotten us in some of these days and OTAs, and the rush isn't even there. So once you let Quinnen and Gary and Kenny and all those guys, take off and put pressure on me, I'm sure it's going to be tougher. But it's an iron sharpens iron. Super, super excited about it. A couple of those guys have already reminded and already warned me that it won't be as easy as last year or some camps that I've had in the past. So just even that trash talking or fire starting is awesome.
Sorry, we're still in off-season workouts.
We like
here.
to trash talk.
We're struggling.
Yeah.
Quick question just about CP's chirping during practice. Flo said that he's barking at y'all a little bit, talking some trash. Is that kind of nice to have, maybe that engagement as an offense to kind of,
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I naturally talk trash, right? We've talked about that, and I think, and then we like to celebrate on offense, and you can just tell from CP's reactions and mannerisms as he's a competitor. And so he's going to let you know when they get the best of the play, or he's going to let you know in 7-on-7 when he thinks that would have been a sack. And so it creates for a great environment, makes it a little edgy, but the competition is at an all-time high, and people are taking pride in what they do and the plays that they're calling.
As the longest tenured Cowboy, old man in the room, so to speak, you kind of have a pulse of the team, so to speak, of how it's been. Are they moving different based on the Cowboys moving different? Do you have a different confidence going into this season based on some of the things you're doing and how you guys are doing in the offseason? Do you see that?
Yeah, I see it.
He strikes again. How many times is he going to bring it up?
That man Clarence keep asking about the doggone all season, about whether there's drama, whether it's, do you like it not being messy around here, Dak? Dak like, yeah. How many times I gotta say it? Yeah, we like it. We like it. There ain't nobody, holding out. We like all this. Oh, well, you glad that you ain't gonna be asked about this all season? I'm trying not to be asked about Clarence, but you're asking me every chance you get. You're asking me about the messiness and contracts and all this stuff. You keep asking me about it. And we ain't even got nobody holding out. You still asking me about it.
So about last year's holdout or hold in.
And she said, I want to let you know, because Zach Martin held out. CeeDee Lamb held out. Michael Parsons, he held in. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is. But I was lost.
But he did that.
But he did that. He held his within. And then you come back, and now people wonder if George Pickens gonna hold out, but he here. And we just want to know what you think about that. They keep asking the same question different.
You can tell getting frustrated. He's like, man, y'all, boy, if I wasn't gonna get fined, I'll tell y'all something.
They keep asking the man the same question. So yeah. So Pickens,
especially Clarence, boy.
Pickens is here. How do you feel about that? I feel great about that. Next couple of questions. Dak, how do you feel about ain't nobody holding out? How you feel about God dog, man? I'm happy, okay? I'm happy about it. I'm glad.
What else do you want from me?
Dak, this is the first year you ain't had no drama, man. I want like,
hey,
ain't nobody. It's been a few football questions where they asking him about, hey man, how is practice going? Are y'all doing this in practice? Has it been competitive? How this? Can we get more football questions, please? Stop worrying about what drama you're trying to. Like I said, the media has been crying because they need the Cowboys to have drama so they can have something to talk about. Real fans want to hear about football. What's going on the football field? What's going on in the scrimmages, in the 7-on-7s? What's going on in the meetings?
Mm-hmm.
How's the chemistry? Are guys catching on? Are the new guys catching on? How the installs have been going? Has anybody had any problems on the installs?
What are your thoughts on the defensive scheme? Have y'all tweaked anything on offense?
What are y'all plans for the red zone?
Red zone.
You had problems in the red zone last year. What are your plans? What do you plan on doing differently?
What's your outlook on the season? So,
how do y'all plan on utilizing Pickett more? I know he played majority X. Is he gonna move around more? Could we see him in the slot?
Yeah.
We didn't see him a lot. We didn't see him and CD a lot on the same side of the field. Could we see that?
Yeah.
You know, man, more football questions, man.
Come on now, yeah. And this is the media.
So fans can really follow the team. So we can know the progression of the team, how the team moving. So we know what to expect when you go into training camp and you start having these full-on scrimmages. Like, we know what to expect. Oh man, they're gonna be doing this, doing more of this. So I like that they're gonna be playing more in the center. I like that. You can disguise a lot more.
Yep.
If you're passing just as much as you're running from under the center, it's hard for the defense to gauge what you're gonna do.
Yeah, and we talked about this last year during the season. Them implementing that more. Like you said, it opens up so much more. And it's kind of similar to what CP said about their coverage, their cover 2, their cover 1 coverage, and the many variants that you can do out of that coverage. Out of that base coverage, you can the offense doesn't know what you're gonna do.
I know, and that's important, bro, because I know CP is saying, I want our coverage to look the same every time we hit the field. I want it to look the same. I want you to not know if we're in cover 2, cover 3, cover, cloud, whatever we in, cover 8, whatever we in. I don't want you to know what we in. If we're blitzing, I want our blitzes to look the same.
Same pre-snap, you don't know what's gonna go on.
And so I heard CD Lamb say that, it's been a bit of a headache going up against Christian Parker defense because it's hard to read pre-snap because they're in the same look every time they hit the field. So, we just want a little bit more questions, a little bit more football questions. So man, can we please get some better media members, man? It's time to retire Clarence, man.
Yeah, Clarence been here since '95, so
let's get some young blood in there, man. Put some guys in there, man. In the future, man, put us up there, man.
Hey.
There's some people out there, man, that can ask some good questions. Vosh Lombardi, Law Nation. Put some of them guys in there, man.
Yeah.
They can ask some real football questions so we can know what the heck is going on with the team.
That's a fact.
I feel it. Actually breaking down the team yesterday, I said that, and I said if you're a young guy and don't, go get with an old guy, and they'll tell you why. So yeah, it's just exciting. I mean, it's what we're just talking about, the CP, the energy they're bringing on defense, who we are on offense, but yet trying to elevate, not complacent with anything that we did last year. 2 units are taking pride in what they do, and it's going to be a hell of a camp, just competing against each other. And yeah, you could feel it in just the culture building. I mean, credit to Shadi and all the things that we've done outside the building or just in the building to better the culture of this team and the brotherhood. So it's very exciting. Go ahead.
Let's talk to Luke Schoolmaker. He said it's a big year for him. How does he get, he said closed mouths don't get fit. How does he break into that mix if you got so many other guys that's kind of ahead of him as he goes into this final year of his contract?
Yeah, I mean, he's just got to show up. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, I get your question, but, that's up to the coaches. It's up to, Lunda Wells. I can tell you that group in there, and each and every one of those guys want to play. It's a fortunate position that, a couple of them get to play, so, 2, 3 of the guys. But he's just got to go in there and do right each and every day, right? Make sure that he's bringing the energy, catch every ball that's thrown to him, block with the physicality that he has, use his big frame, and, make sure that anytime his number's called, you just got to step up. And the more you do that, more opportunities you get.
You and George, obviously.
He's off Schoonmaker.
Everybody been off Luke Schoonmaker, man.
He is off Schoonmaker. He like, bro.
That's why they brought so many. That's why they bringing so many tight ends to camp.
He like, bro. He got to make him play. And he hasn't done that since he been here. He has not. So he's just like, bro. You gotta, you gotta just make some plays. Other than that,
we got a troll in the chat. Old Steven talking about let's make it a third year in a row, not in the playoffs. We got a troll there with a team that just lost a star wide receiver. Because their quarterback can't throw across the middle.
He can't read defenses.
He can't read a defense to save his life, but more power to you, man. You got a quarterback who ain't nothing without a tush push. Saquon Barkley had an off year. Boy, that Eagle offense was trash.
Man, throwing for 100 yards.
They defense was like that, but their offense was trash.
That man was throwing for 90 yards a game.
He ain't nothing not sticking his fingers up somebody's rear, trying to get 2-3 yards here and there.
Well, we're gonna see this year. We shall see.
They'll blame another coordinator.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's the coordinator.
Absolutely. This is what they're gonna do.
It's such a good start last year. Where can you guys improve?
Every ball gets completed. Every ball that I throw him gets completed. I mean, that's my standard. That's his standard. And whether it's deep balls, short balls, whatever it may be, just taking pride and just continuing to push the envelope. I mean, he's a hell of a talent. And, so whatever.
Have you been working on your dance moves? We saw him at Tyron Smith's wedding. We've got Jake Ferguson's wedding coming up. We're going to see that on Instagram.
It depends on if somebody's, recording me. That I'm not sure is recording me. But I'm always going to have a good time. No. I think I'm walking, down, somebody down.
A lot of guys didn't get the invite, so it's
I'm a groomsman.
You're a groomsman.
I'm a groomsman. I don't know about weddings, man. That might work. Yeah, for sure.
I said I'm off
That's too small. That's backwards. You trying to? Oh no, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, it fits nice. Fits nice. You can keep that one too.
No, gave me that because it was expensive for me. Gave me that because it was expensive.
You gotta pay for that hat, man. She said it costs a lot of money. You gotta pay for that hat.
Yeah, Texan for sure. There you go. Great Texan.
Bouncing off that, what have you thought of the World Cup being in town and just the vibe that it's been bringing for Dallas? And
yeah, just super excited. Yeah, super excited for the city. I mean, all the cities hosting, obviously. Getting the fans coming in from all these different countries, getting to feel how much they care, their passion for their sport. Right, to me, it's like go watch some of that and bring it into our sport. You know what I mean? Like they don't sit down. They're loud. They're cheering the whole time. It's amazing. Like they're truly a part of the environment of the field. I can guarantee you those players feel it. Those players thrive off of it. They're super excited, right, when they're filling stands and the orange or whatever, right, making it feel just like if they were in their hometown or their home countries. I think it's awesome, and obviously it's great for the city. But I'm super pumped, and I'll have to get to a game.
Dak, it's been 2 years since y'all made the playoffs. Does it feel like 20 in your mind?
Does it feel like what?
Does it feel like 20 that you guys haven't been able to get to the postseason?
Does it feel like 20?
Yeah, feeling a long time since you've been to the.
Oh, does it feel like 20 years? No, not quite. However, yeah, I mean, yeah, you miss it 2 years. Yeah, it sucks, definitely. But we're pushing, and yeah, that's our goal. That's a minimum. When you have a team like this, and they've done everything they have in the offseason, we just said, obviously, we got to push and get better on offense. But when we know we're already improving on defense, yeah, that's the minimum. It's everybody's goal in here. To hear like Q. Say like he's never been to the playoffs, right? Like that's what you want to do it for, and that's where that's what I told him. I said, I'll get you the playoffs. I'm gonna need you to go help us win it, right?
That's big.
So,
That man said, "I'll get you there. We just got to get over the hump." That's big, man. What are your thoughts on that? On what he said about that, man?
I think that's where the chemistry really lies, because you begin to play for each other.
Mm-hmm.
You begin to play for your teammates. You begin to play. It becomes a real brotherhood. Because now it's like I'm playing for this guy next to me or across from me. You know, there's young guys on this team, or even vets like Quentin Williams, who's been on a bad organization like the Jets, who Quentin Williams has been making all pros, but he's yet to sniff a playoffs. So as Dak, like, yeah, man, like, yeah, we can get there. You know, now we get over that hump, we're gonna need a defense to get over that hump. And this is what makes teams from average to good to really good teams, is how good your defense is. Those are the teams that do well in the playoffs, because we've seen teams get in the playoffs, and if your defense can hold you and buy you time until your offense can figure things out, you're going to have success in the playoffs. If your defense cannot hold and give you time, you will be going home.
Facts.
One of the things that made Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs good is their defense always gave Patrick Mahomes and them time to figure it out. It's been plenty of games where I've seen the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes and them, they get in and the offense gets off to a slow start, and the defense don't go down and give up a ton of points, which buys them time to figure out what the team is doing to them, what can we do to change this and that, and allow the offense to really get going. And if you want to have success in playoffs, you're going to need that, because you're going to run up against teams that have a really good defense, and you're going to need time to figure it out. And you're going to need your defense to hold. Like, I need y'all to hold. You know, I don't need y'all, if we punt the ball, I don't need you to go give up a touchdown immediately. Like this Cowboys defense last year,
Man, say,
if y'all wasn't watching that last year, to where if the offense did not score, the Cowboys defense was going to give up a touchdown. And we knew if we started the game, if the offense started slow, we knew we lost that game. We had no shot.
facts. The defense was guaranteed to give up 30.
30 plus.
It was guaranteed that.
So if the offense started off slow, like when we played teams like Denver and they got a really good defense and the offense started off slow, I said, man, we finna lose. And oh man, they hanging in there. So we finna lose, man.
Yes.
We finna lose.
And lo and behold,
We've been losing, man. Our offense last year had to be dang near perfect
it
for
scored 40.
us to have a shot to win. We had to score 30 plus, almost 40 points to have a shot to win, because we had to overcome the defense. The defense was so putrid.
And we scored 40 and got a tie. That's how bad this defense is.
There's so many games where we should have won easily. We just end up losing because the defense just kept giving up touchdowns. And it was just stupid touchdowns. It'd be touchdowns to where guys didn't even know they were supposed to be there.
Facts.
And now you got a guy who just standing wide open. And it's like, bro, who's supposed to be over there? And everybody on the football field looking like this. I don't know. It just be stupid touchdown like that. Like we lost to Carolina. Wasn't even supposed to lose to Carolina. Their receivers were so open on miscommunication. We got guys who thinking we in cover 2. Other guys are playing cover 3. And it's just like, come on, man. Man, if we just know where to line up at and what to play, we could have been better.
I think that's what Darren Wilson said on the podcast not too long ago. He said, "Man, we had so many players out of position." He said, "If we could, that alone would be an upgrade on what we seen from last year. Just
Yeah,
being in
cause
the right position."
look at the touchdowns we gave up, like only unnecessary touchdowns, like
Mhm.
that we gave up. We gave up touchdowns simply because a guy was playing the wrong coverage.
Or shooting the wrong gaps.
That too. I seen linebackers run right past the running back. The running back looking shocked, like, "Oh shoot, I can't believe."
Because I think we reviewed the last season on a different episode where Kenneth Murray shot. They was on a I think like the 1 or 2 yard line. They was in the red zone, and he shot the wrong gap, and the running back just like
He looked at him. He turned his head, looked
Yeah.
at him, and was like, "Wow."
So you're gonna go to this traffic here instead of plugging this hole.
It's a wide open hole.
Wide open hole.
He runs to the loaded side of the field where everybody is. The running back cuts back. He's supposed to be filling this gap. He's nowhere to be found. He's running this way. The running back is cut back this way.
It's stuff like that.
Just in that standpoint, you be better. Had we just done the necessary things, we could at least been 25th. At least.
That would have got us in the playoffs, bro.
We lost games stupid way. We gave up 500 plus yards to Russell Wilson, guys.
Who is now retired.
They thought Russell Wilson had rejuvenated his career after that game.
And went right back to being trash.
Next game, he trash. Nah, it's just a Cowboy defense. You ain't good. If your team looked good against the Cowboys defense last year, your quarterback ain't that good, man. So don't count that game. When you go back and you're doing a summary of the season and you saying, well, man, he looked good against this team. No, he didn't. He did not look good. Do not count whatever you did against the Cowboys defense last year. Does not count. You are not good. You could have put anybody out there that could have looked good out there.
Right.
You could have put Brewski off the longest yard out there.
Not Brewski, man. Now, I definitely do think college team could definitely would have ran up and down the field on that defense last year.
Maybe not ran up and down the field, but it would have been competitive for sure. It would have definitely been competitive.
Man, you get one of them top
What I mean is because everybody on that college team ain't gonna go pro. They're not pros. Everybody on that college team.
Man, it was pros on the it was some on the defense that wasn't pro.
Man, they made it to the pros. Everybody on that college team ain't gonna make it to the pro. But I will say this: it would have been competitive. I would say that if you had went and got a good college team, if you went and got Georgia or just one of those high power teams, you know, it would have been competitive. It would have been competitive. We would have been, we would have been looking like, oh man, they actually putting up points.
Yep.
Here we go. Somebody talking about. Here we go. I just said this, man.
Artistically incredible. Wilson and Neighbors did work in that first game.
No, they didn't. I just said it. I just said it, man.
He said, man, everybody did work against that defense last year, man.
It ain't that's not nothing to be proud of, man. Everybody did work against the Cowboys. You can't say that,
Even JJ McCarthy did work against the
even
Cowboys.
JJ McCarthy from the Vikings. He carved the defense up. And now he probably not even gonna be starting this year.
Facts. Oh, he ain't gonna be starting this year.
whatever you did against the Cowboys defense, it does not count, man. The defense was dead last in the NFL. It was dead last, man. It was hot garbage. It don't count. I could tell it don't count because look at how the rest of the season went for Wilson. He got benched. If they were like that, they would have kept doing it all year.
Yeah.
But
we got a little more. It's not much more, but
I hope defense. He said artistically incredible. I hope the defense way better. Man, who you telling?
Man,
Man, shoot.
For sure.
Man, we ain't got nowhere to go but up. Ain't nowhere to go. If we go any further down, we be in hell. We ain't got nowhere else to go.
I told you we was the 43rd best defense. And yes, I said 43rd. So
our defense is so low, we couldn't even pray that. We couldn't even pray about that.
You just have to endure and let that happen.
Right, and so just having the guys that are pushing for every little thing, the vets that we brought in, I can't speak enough of just about how the men that they are, the leaders that they are, the way that they're influencing not only their position groups but their units and this team. And so it's fun.
Were you going after Downs a little bit yesterday, or was that just how it shook out? There was like 4 targets his way. I didn't know if you were trying to seek him out and test him a little bit.
No, not at all. Wasn't trying to seek him out as more. I mean, he was probably guarding CD or Ferg, or just happened to be where the ball was going. So, not at all. But he's doing a hell of a job. I mean, he's got his hands full, right, with the guys that he's got to cover. But that's only going to make him better. I mean, we go back and forth a little bit here and there, but not necessarily on the football field. I told him how to hit a home run on that first pitch he threw out. And then he reminded me about me striking out at the home run derby. So said, you got that one, bud.
All right.
Appreciate it. See y'all. Take care.
Man, that's the end of that. We heard what Dak Prescott had to say, especially how minicamp has gone. And they have thrown Caleb Downs. They have thrown him in the fire immediately. He's been guarding tight ends and receivers. They've thrown him in the fire. And it's nothing worse than being thrown in the fire with the firepower that Dallas has. When you're talking about dealing with CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens and Ferguson and Turpin, and you talking about, that's a lot. It's like no matter where I line up, it's a problem. No matter, especially dealing with if he's playing nickel, especially with dealing with Dallas with the nickel, because they gonna slide CD in that nickel in that slot. You might catch Turpin in that slot. So it's a lot of problems. It's a lot of work going on there, man. So I'm glad they thrown him in the fire. You can see where he is, things like that. And then also, let him catch up to the NFL speed. It's different, it's just different. So we'll see what happens going into training camp. It sounds like everybody's good. I heard that everybody understands the installs, so they should be able to hit training camp running. It shouldn't be no more having to go over installs and having to go over packages and things like that. It seems like everyone is fully aware of the offense, the defense, etc. So that's always a plus. You don't have any dumb rookies. You don't have any lazy rookies. I think we had one lazy rookie last year, probably Jadon Blue. But it's not like he got his act together.
Hey, he
Shotty benched him.
Hey, you can put these grades on. That's what we used to call him back in the day. You can put these grades on. Because you ain't finna go ahead and do this. No, sir. This ain't Texas, homie.
So he said he had to grow up. Jadon Blue said he had to grow up, he had to mature, he had to understand that what being a pro is. He had to understand about doing the dirty work and being willing to do that and understanding and how to execute everything they're asking you to do. And I heard he really wasn't, fully locked in practice, where he wasn't always practicing hard. And that's a no-no, especially for a rookie. You show up out there. I don't know if he felt entitled. And I think what happened was last year, the running back room was kind of open because you had Javonte, he was coming in off an injury. You had Miles Sanders, and we just really didn't know who was going to be that guy at that time. And so I think he kind of felt a little entitled, like, I'm going to be that guy regardless because, hey. And, then Javonte goes out and do what he does. He goes for over 1,000. And so I think that kind of humbled him a bit, like, okay, I ain't what I thought I was.
Ain't no one monkey stop this show.
Artistically incredible said what worried him about Blue was the fumbles he had at Texas. Yeah, the fumbles. What worried me more about Blue was his injury history. I realized he's not a bell cow, so you're gonna have to pair him up with a running back, and I feel like he can be good alongside what's the running back name?
Javonte Williams.
I feel like he could be good alongside Javonte Williams. If he gets his act together, but I feel like he can be a difference maker for sure. But I feel like the fumbles come when you up his carries and the injuries as well. If you're trying to look for him to be a bell cow, I don't think that's him. I don't think
Yeah, and I have to co-sign with artistically incredible. Fumbles was a big part of it. Now, of course, it didn't come in the games, but there was talks of it in practice that he did that fumble problem did translate along with pass pro, being where you're supposed to be, coming out the backfield, them type of things. Because if you're not careful, especially if you're coming out the backfield, you can get your quarterback killed.
You will.
So,
for sure, you will get your quarterback killed.
So, we're like, we can't risk that. So until you take it more serious, you have to sit down.
It's different, from that aspect, because a lot of guys come in, they don't really know how to pass protect. So but Rolando Rodriguez says, what's up? He's from South Texas. He said if Dak doesn't win a Super Bowl, he will be like Danny White and Romo can't win the big one. Go Cowboys. I totally agree. He will be in that conversation. He will have great stats. He will have big numbers, but we all know the quarterback position is all about, can you win the championship? Point blank, period. I believe if Dak wins a Super Bowl, he will be a Hall of Famer because he will have the numbers, he will have the stats, etc. He will have the Pro Bowls and all that. But what's holding him back on his legacy is not being able to, obviously win a Super Bowl. I think that's been held against a lot of quarterbacks. One of my favorite quarterbacks of all time is Dan Marino, right? To me, probably one of the best pure passers that you probably ever want to see. But he couldn't win it. It was always something. Either his team wasn't good enough, it was always something why Dan Marino couldn't win it. But, when you talk about like just arm talent, yeah, Dan Marino was like that for sure.
Facts.
So for the young bucks who don't know about Dan Marino, what people rave about Aaron Rodgers now, that was Dan Marino years ago. So I agree with you, Rolando, that if Dak doesn't win it, that puts him in that category with a lot of the other quarterbacks.
And I think he realizes that, especially going into year 11, like, okay, it's pretty imminent now that it's Super Bowl or bust at this point. But legacy wise and things of that nature. Because you got all the other numbers and all pros and the Pro Bowls, those type of things. This the only hurdle left.
But what's so crazy about it is, as a quarterback, you get such a bad rap for not winning, but winning a Super Bowl
It's a
is
team.
is a team effort, right?
Mhm.
So, but it's always placed on the shoulders of a quarterback, whether he wins or he didn't win. But that Super Bowl is a team achievement.
Facts.
Like you can have a great quarterback, but the team is trash, you're not gonna win. If your defense trash, you're not gonna win. If the coaching bad, you're not gonna win. So it,
Facts.
it it takes, it's gonna take everybody. It's gonna take Dak to be better. It's gonna take the defense to be better, the coaching to be better. It's gonna take everybody to step up in order for them to reach their goals. But yeah, that's the burden of a quarterback. And if you're a quarterback, that's the burden you carry. You know, if you win, you're congratulated for it. If you don't win, you're blamed for it. So that's just how it is. But just want to keep it fair though. It's a lot of quarterbacks in the league who are going to be in that position. You got Josh Allen, you got Lamar Jackson, um, you got quite a bit of quarterbacks in there. Um, but it's also Super Bowls that won't help a quarterback's legacy either. Like when you think of like Joe Flacco,
Joe
right?
Flacco, Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold just won one. Nobody's saying, man, Sam Darnold,
He's a
boy,
Hall of Famer now.
he a Hall of Famer now. It's like, no, he had a
Nah.
great team.
No.
So it's just different from every quarterback. Like, every Super Bowl ain't the same for every quarterback. Sam
Mhm.
Darnold, him winning the Super Bowl, you don't look at him as a Hall of Famer, right? Because man, he's not gonna have the numbers to be a Hall of Famer, right? So it's just different from quarterback to quarterback. Like Joe Flacco, like he won because his defense. Like could nobody score against the Ravens? You just couldn't. Ray Lewis and them, they wasn't giving up a ton of points. Just what it was. Joe Flacco had to just go out there and manage the game. Don't you turn the ball over. Give us 1 or 2 touchdowns and we straight. So but it is true Dak gotta win it, man. He's got to win one. He's got to win it, man. He has to win it. If not, man, I believe Dak possibly has a 3 to 4 year window to where he's gonna have to figure it out in the next 3 to 4 years, or his replacement will be in the building. So I think more of the question is, or we haven't talked about is, um, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, Leonardo. Appreciate that, man. Uh, but we have to talk about the backup quarterback situation. Do you think they would keep? Do you think they're going to keep 2 backup quarterbacks? And if not, who's getting cut?
I don't think they're gonna keep 2. One may either go on practice squad. Me personally, I would go for Sam Howell. But this going into camp is Joe Milton's to lose.
Facts.
It is his to lose. And so I do think that Sam Howell is right there. And so if Joe Milton hasn't improved on his the the things that he needs to improve on, the gunslinger mentality, Sam Howell's gonna be right there. They're gonna slide right in to QB2, and Joe Milton is gonna end up on a practice squad.
I think this is going to be one battle that's going to be decided during preseason.
Mm-hmm. All
Um,
3 weeks. It's 3 weeks now, right?
it's with 3
3
weeks.
games. Yeah.
Some
So
some teams have more depending on who gets the Hall of Fame game or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So some teams have 4, but Dallas has 3, and I believe this battle is going to go over into the preseason. And to me, I think Sam Howell, he has more experience. He has had a winning season as a starter with the Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
So he's shown that he can provide, a decent service at that position. Milton, man, he hasn't really shown anything. He's athletic as heck. He can throw the ball, a whole length of football field, but he
To
just,
the other team.
but he doesn't know how to use his athleticism to become a weapon. His accuracy is just not there. And I think what really hurts Milton is his pre-snap reads. Like, it's hard to play quarterback when you can't pre-snap read anything. What'd he say?
So Rolando, he said Milton can throw the ball 80 yards, but can't hit the side of a barn. Cheers for sure. That's the
Man,
exact thing.
no
He,
cap.
he got the arm talent. It just when it comes to reading defenses and accuracy, it's just that's not his cup of tea.
Like, last preseason, man, it was horrible.
Yeah,
Like,
we did a whole film breakdown on that.
We did a whole film breakdown on Milton of how many guys he missed that were wide open, in preseason. And mind you, he going against guys who are not even going to make a football team.
Facts.
You're going against 3rd string, 4th string guys. If you can't come out here and look decent against 3rd or 4th string guys, that scares me. That scares me a lot. To have you go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
That scares me a lot to have you as a backup quarterback when you can't come out here and cook against 3rd and 4th string guys who are not going to be on the team. You can't cook against them. That scares me a lot to say, man, yeah, he's our number 2 on the team. He's our backup quarterback.
That's why I think he's going to end up possibly on the practice squad because of that there. I don't think he's going to, even if he did improve, he's not going to be able to turn all that around in one offseason. That's a lot. Then his footwork is bad. His footwork needed improvement. So we're talking about, yeah, he got the arm talent, but accuracy is not there. His ability to read simple defense, because they running simple defenses in the preseason, and he couldn't pick up that. He's throwing it to double and triple coverage consistently. That's a lot to overcome in one offseason. Rather, you got Sam Howell, who's had a winning season, who has experience under his belt, who makes some smart plays,
who know how to use his athleticism. Sam Howell, he can run. He's not as fast as Milton, but he can run.
He know how to. If this is not working, let me get out of here.
Or even if your read is wrong, like if you're reading something and say, okay, I think they're in this, I'm gonna go to this receiver. And you hike the ball and you got food, use your athleticism to get you out of trouble. Get out of trouble.
And let her fight another play. So I think that's gonna be big. And so I think the Cowboys, especially from what they're saying, they want to play smart football. And Joe Milton is not smart football.
Oh man. Man.
If I'm lying, I'll be glad to say I'm wrong. Now we did a whole film breakdown of this.
We did do a film breakdown, and man,
tell me about that. What was smart? what he did out there on that field.
He missed so many touchdowns of guys who was just butt naked out there. I was just like, Joe, this guy is right in front of your eyesight. How do you not even see the guy? He's just wide open. And I'm, man, that's gonna be an interesting film. When y'all go watch film, that's gonna be, boy, it's gonna be so much tension in there. Because you gotta remember, those receivers are trying to make the team.
Mm-hmm.
So you not getting targets because the quarterback is just he suck. Like it's like, man, I'm wide open. Like, but he's hindering, my ability to make the team. And it might not be the Cowboys. It might be good film for another team that's looking for a receiver. Right. So you want to have a good game, not just for the Cowboys to pick you up, but there's other teams that are watching, or to even just make a practice squad. Just make the practice squad. You still get paid on there. So it's guys that are trying to do that. Guys who was undrafted, who just walked onto a team, and man, I need to put out some good tape. And a lot of those receivers, man, they was winning. They was winning, man. They was winning, man. They was getting off the line. They was winning.
That's a fact. So I mean, like I said, it's going to be his to lose, but I do think he's going to lose it. That's my take on it.
One of those receivers, man, he got lucked out, and one of those receivers was Flournoy.
Yeah, and he's potentially going to be our receiver 3 now.
I remember him getting frustrated during the preseason game because he's like, man, like he open, like you get, you're trying to remain calm or whatever. You're not trying to show your teammate up, but in the same breath, like I'm trying to make the team. Like, like my career hanging on the arm of this guy.
Yeah.
Man, we appreciate that, man. Much love, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, we appreciate that, Rolando. Yeah, I think we got a good chance this year, Rolando, man.
We're gonna believe, man, that you will see this Super Bowl, brother.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna
Go
come
Cowboys.
man. Go Cowboys, man. We are due for one. If it's any franchise, any fans if the Knicks won one, you got to know we do.
We're coming down the chamber, baby.
And they thought the Knicks were acting a fool. Let the Cowboys win the Super Bowl.
Somebody going to jail.
They already hate the Cowboy fans now. Just wait.
Boy, they gonna be sick of me. They gonna be sick of me.
And I'll probably go to the parade. Look at that. I might go.
Mm-hmm.
And I might be filming. I might film it. We might vlog it or something. We might film it and put it out.
Put it out. I was only a few months old when the Cowboys won the Super Bowl. Yeah, we do, man.
Yeah, man. Shoot, man. Me too.
We do. Yeah, I was
born in 92, man. I was born in 92. I wasn't that old. When's the last Super Bowl we won?
95.
95? So, yeah, what? Shoot. I was 3 years old, something like that.
Yeah. Almost. Yeah, you ain't even quite 3 yet. Yeah.
So, yeah, man, we do, man.
Yeah, I think we do. We're in the chamber, man.
We do,
especially
man.
If the Knicks gave me hope. That was 56 years.
The Knicks, man, they hadn't won a championship, boy, in so long.
Since Willis Reed. That was black and white TV. So I put that in perspective for you.
Man, them games were pre-tape.
Yeah, they was.
You had to watch that championship game later on in the evening. They played earlier, but you didn't know your team won until later that night.
And celebrated and went home.
Can you imagine them playing the championship at 12 and they show it to you at 7?
Nasty work. All the people celebrating around the city, and they just like
they at home in the bed sleep. You talking about we won, baby? We won, man. We sleep. Win the parade. We already had one, man.
We already had it, dog.
Boy, that's diabolical there, boy. There
Yeah,
wasn't no
man.
live games at the time, man.
Nah, that's crazy, man. That's how it was though, until Magic and Bird came around. But before then, everything was pre-taped. So that was crazy, but true.
Having that, man, but no, man. Orlando said I seen all 8 Super Bowls, and the Cowboys have played.
Sure. But shout out to you, man. This is a lifelong Cowboy fan for sure. You seen all 8? So that
He been back there with Roger Staubach and them.
Roger Staubach, Danny White, all of them.
All of them. Drew Pearson,
the original 88. Bully Bob Hayes.
Man.
Yeah, shout out to you, man. You're a true fan, man. You endure it a lot.
Man, Cowboy fans, man, are some of the best fans, man. We ain't won in so long. You talking about loyal?
And he's still talking about go Cowboys.
And he been down with the team, man, back there, man, since the 60s. And he's still riding for the Cowboys. You can't tell me we ain't due. We do for a championship.
We are due.
Man, we due for a championship. I think Jerry's holding on too, because I think we do. I think Jerry's holding on because he feel like we do. I think Jerry will be at peace once we win another championship. He'll be at peace. He'll be able to go ahead and rest. Don't do that, John. Taco Cowboy said, "What's up, guys? Been a fan since '91. What's up? What's up, fellow Cowboy fan?"
You're not gonna run past that. You're not gonna run past that. Who can say hold on?
Shout out to all the Cowboy fans, man. Shout out to all of them in the chat. Shout out,
Hey,
man.
Taco Cowboys. We'll see you in a minute.
It's been a minute for sure.
Oh, this man said he is holding on.
I believe Jerry is holding on. I think we due for a championship, and all his skin color is leaving, and I think Jerry's holding on because I'm like, why he won't retire? He won't even retire, But it's amazing because he's still getting around well, but I mean, shoot, I don't know, man. We do. We due for a championship, man. The Cowboy fans are due for a championship, man. We're gonna show you how to celebrate like no other fans can, man. And I know they don't want us to win one because you ain't gonna be able to tell us nothing because you can't tell us nothing now.
You can't. You're gonna be sick of us. You're gonna be sick of us. But you think New York had a
old media ain't gonna have nothing to say because they hopes is all on the Cowboys always losing. Cowboys win a Super Bowl, man. They ain't gonna have nothing to say.
Well, they think the Knicks had a parade. They ain't seen no parade like it's gonna be if we win one.
I mean, you got networks and you got guys who built their career on talking negative about the Cowboys.
Facts.
Stephen A.
It's the biggest corporate there. For sure.
But man, no, we do, man. We do for one. For sure. We do for one, man. For sure. And I think Jerry feel it in his bones. And that's what I'm hinging on. Taco Cowboy said, I grew up watching the Cowboys and the Knicks with my dad. You can tell me nothing. Facts. Cowboys and Knicks fans are all in the same.
Facts.
They call us delusional. They call us psychotic. They call us all the names in the book. And we halfway delusional. We halfway psychotic. We are. But god dang it, we fans. We die
That's what
hard.
fans do.
We go through the muck with these teams, with the stupidity that these teams do year after year after year, and we still hold on. We holding on for dear life. And boy, I mean, the Knicks held on for 50 years and got them a ring. They held on for 50 years. Spike Lee, he been sitting on that sideline for so long.
That man done paid millions.
He dang near bought a ring.
Now, I hope they give him a ring, man. I hope they give him a ring.
Spike Lee deserves a ring. He deserves a ring
That
for
man,
all the
that
money
man
he
done
has
paid
poured into the
millions of
organization.
dollars.
He has been a mascot for that team. When you think of the Knicks, you think of Spike Lee.
Spike Lee. You do. Yeah. He said, been there when my Knicks were only won 17 games back-to-back, final losses in 94 and 99.
Jeez.
That's a fan now.
17 games. I had to take a year off. Boy, that hurt my heart. I can't take it.
17 out of 82. That's tough. That is tough. Shout out to Logan. Love your guys' analysis. Y'all are killing it. I've been saying the same ish since the Knicks won. Hey, man.
Man, you got to see where it lines there. Like, man, you got both of these franchises who ain't won nothing in years and decades.
And talking cash-ish.
And we talk cash money year after year, and the Knicks finally break through. You can't tell me the Cowboys ain't close. I can feel it at the end of Jerry Long coattail. I can feel a Super Bowl coming. I know it's coming.
Facts. Guys, I was at Texas Stadium in 1989 when the Cowboys went 1-15. I still have hope. Sheesh.
Boy.
I remember that season.
Boy, them seasons there, boy. Them seasons, boy, can take a lot out of you, boy. Them seasons.
That tests your fandom now.
Man.
For sure.
Because boy, they start having seasons like that.
Mm-hmm.
And man, and they had to change their whole organization around when it made big time trade.
Somebody got to go.
Jimmy Johnson said, wait a minute. We better trade Herschel. Wait a minute. You gonna trade the star? He gotta go.
Gotta go.
Everything on this 1 and 15 team is out of here.
Everything? Everything.
If it ain't nailed down, it's gone. Now, shout out to Taco Cowboy. That's what we talked about earlier, man. Sam Darnold won a Super Bowl. Man, anything possible.
Anything is possible. For sure.
Sam Darnold was the same quarterback a couple of seasons ago, talking about he was seeing ghosts on the field.
Same one. Now he got a ring. For sure.
Man.
Shout out. Christ produced. Knicks were just a little more experienced and better coach. Wemby will win probably 2 or 3 chips in his career. It's possible. I mean, they for sure got out coached. And I mean, that was the first time for both of them to be in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Now coaching did play a major factor in that. I will say that. But the Knicks were just a better complete team than the Spurs were. They had more guys that showed up in the biggest moments than the Spurs did. So
Yeah, the Knicks had better composure, man.
yeah,
Intense moments, like most of those games in the finals, man, it came down to the final 3-4 minutes of the fourth quarter, and the Knicks made less mistakes than the Spurs did. The
that's what
Spurs
it came
literally
down.
gave games away. They would
Mm-hmm.
all the stupid turnovers, all those things you just cannot have in the finals, especially in the last 3 to 4 minutes of the game. You just can't. So they lost there. Now Wemby, do I think he'd be back? Yeah, but it's never guaranteed, man. You don't know what lies down the road, whether it's injuries, whether it's trades, whatever happens, contracts. So that's why they say when you get there, take advantage
Mm-hmm.
of it because you never know when you'll be back.
Yeah, Taco Cowboys. I'm not buying that excuse. They beat OKC, the former champs. She got a little pushback.
She said she ain't. She said you
Ain't-
ain't stepping to the Knicks like that. She
Yeah.
said, "Hey,
Hey,
you want to say that when they were playing OKC?"
that's what she say. Oh, then she
What she
followed
said?
said
She said some are still comparing the Walker trade to Micah. Yeah, I
I
heard.
don't see how they. Well, they did clean up pretty good with that Micah trade.
They got a lot out of their trade, man. 2 first rounders. You got Quentin Williams out of there, all pro D tackle.
You got so Quentin Williams. What's the other D tackle name?
Kenny Clark,
Kenny Clark. You got Caleb Downs out of that.
Malachi
Lawrence.
and shoot, throw GP in there. We got.
Oh yeah, man, well.
But no, they cleaned up pretty good, man, in that trade, man. Really to overturn a whole defense within a year. You can count how many guys are still left on this team from last year. So, they did a complete, almost a complete overhaul on this team, man. Taco Cowboy said the Knicks came in as underdogs, even out there going up 2-0. The Spurs were slighted to win. Yeah, the Spurs were the favorites to go into there, man. And to be honest, I believe that the Spurs probably was the better team for as talent is concerned. But I think the Knicks were a better team as far as they know how to play together, they know how to win. And that's what it comes down to. And then the number one factor is a lot of times if the games are going to be close, the team with the better closer wins. And that was Jalen Brunson. He knew how to close games. When the games were close, the Knicks knew where to go with the ball, and Jalen Brunson knew how to close it. Just point blank, period. Ronaldo says, guys, are you worried about the Cowboys players getting into trouble before training camp? It always happens.
See, we got PTSD. This is 30 years of PTSD of something always happening between
Something
this
gotta
day and
happen.
period.
Like we've been waiting all season for something dramatic to happen, whether it's Pickens holding out, whether it's somebody gets in trouble, somebody got a DUI, it's somebody got locked up for something, somebody got a gun charge. We've been waiting for something to happen, and it ain't happened yet. And I'm hoping that we turn over a new leaf under Shotty, that we have a new culture. I'm hoping that we don't have no shenanigans like that. But I do feel where you're coming from, man. But I think that we're heading in a better direction, man.
Yes. So we have about 6 weeks before Oxnard. So
that's a lot of time, man.
That's a lot of time. You got young. You gotta remember these are young men with all this money and all this time. And outside of working out, you can work out what 2 or 3 hours, maybe 4 a day, and you still got the remaining all the other hours in the day to do whatever, you're subject to whatever at that point. And so, yeah, all we can do, man, is cross our fingers, man, and hopefully we can get the Oxnard scot-free, man, or as minimum trouble as possible. So,
Man, if I'm shoddy, man, I'm assigning detail to certain players. Certain players, I'm assigning detail to, so
okay,
they can be watched.
I'm gonna be like Clarence. I'm gonna be messy. Who them players?
CD and George Pickens, when they together, they are a problem. They subject to party. They subject to go gamble. They subject to be out all night.
Hey, Chad, y'all put in the chat who would y'all assign security detail to?
Dak gonna be fine. Don't have to worry about that. He gonna be fine. Turpin, gotta watch Turpin. Gotta watch him. He like to ride around with pistols. Gotta watch him. Not gonna judge him for his past, but hey, he like to do that. Dak will be fine. I think Javonte will be fine. I think Ferg will be fine. Another player that I probably want to look out for is to me, I think Barham is just think I don't mean to single him out. I just think Barham, I just think that he can be a potential problem because he don't talk much, and so I just think that he can get overly frustrated. And
He's
so
definitely a black Air Force One wearer.
So I think that he needs to be, he needs to be watched, not closely, but just need to be watched. Hopefully he's not one of those players that like to go out and
He don't
things like
strike me
that.
as that type. I got one for you. Sam Williams.
I was gonna say doggone Sam Williams.
Ooh.
I tell Sam Williams, man, you go out here and cut up you want to, you cut. Go out here and you get locked up. You go drink.
He said if I get one phone
and
call.
you get a pistol case, you go out here and you assault somebody. You go out here and
he
you
like
do
to
any
go on
of
high
that.
speed chases and stuff.
Do not go out here and go on a high speed chase, and then you hop out your car as if they're not gonna be able to locate you, man. If that ain't the dumbest thing I ever heard. How you run from the police in your car? You hop out your car and get out on foot as if they can't locate you, Sam. You work for the Cowboys, Sam. Where are you gonna go? Home? Where your car is registered to? Where you gonna go? You gonna show up at the Star? Where are you gonna go?
He's dumb enough to do that. He'll run and go to the Star.
He'll show up at the Star at practice and then see the police out there like, man, I wonder who they're here for. Shout out to Sound Weird, man. We need you to have a big year, man. Much love, man.
Who will be your
It's
sleeper
all
though?
love here, man.
Who will be like your sleeper that needs security? Who's your sleeper person that you don't think is like outwardly just out there like that, but you might want to keep an eye on?
I think a sleeper that most people probably won't think of is probably Donovan Ezerako.
I was thinking that Donovan looked like he liked to party.
Donovan looked like he'll talk trash.
And then he one of them either Q or one of them frat boys.
Yeah,
so.
they like to bark in your ear. Don't be hanging out with your frat. Man, you got about a month or so before training camp. Just chill out, man. chill out, work on your craft. You can even come to the store, get some extra work. I'm pretty sure coaches are gonna be there. Just stay out of trouble, guys. Just stay out of trouble, man. Stay out of trouble. That's all we got to say, man. But man, we'll be here, man, breaking down more stuff this all season, man. We appreciate everybody who's been with us tonight. Appreciate everybody in the chat. We love y'all, man. This is Let That Be Known. Remember, man, hit that like, subscribe button. It don't cost you anything. Follow us and Let That Be Known. But until next time, peace out.